Hey, Carl.
Hey, what the fuck, man? Hey, Torino, I told you my bad, man. What the hell can I say? I screwed you over.
Calm down, kid.
Just go ahead and kill me then.
Calm down.
Man, you ain't nothing but a fucking yayo dealer anyway, Torino.
Shut up and sit down. Well, you think I'm a drug dealer? And you think you're a crusader for good? Do you have any idea what's going on? Any idea whatsoever? Do you? Do you?
Nah, I pay as little attention to things as
Do
possible.
not be a fucking smartass with me. I work for a government agency. It is not important which one. I will try not to confuse you. Yes, when we last met, I was involved in battling threats in Latin America by any means necessary. That does not make me a drug dealer. Now, the money that we raised, the friends that we won over, have helped us immeasurably in our overseas interests.
Government agency?
Kids like you expect heroes. We're fighting a war out there. I'll be a hero and I'll lose. And what do we have? Communism in Ohio. People sharing. Nobody buying stuff. That kind of bullshit. So relax and listen.
All right, I'm listening.
I know what kind of guy you are. I need a guy like you to do things I can't get caught doing.
Like what?
I need you to commandeer a truck. A rival agency with a confused social agenda. They got things that we need. Now, this is a two-man job. You'll need a friend. Use your sister's boyfriend, but don't tell him a thing. Remember, I'll be watching you.
I got here as fast as I could, CJ.
Yeah, you sure did. How you know I needed help?
Man, you losing it, Holmes. You phoned me a half hour ago.
I did? Oh yeah, I did. Sorry, man, I got a whole lot on my mind.
Come on, man, look out.
Yes, I think
We need to jack a truck on the freeway. It's headed to San Fierro.
From Alabama. I speak English, I eat German food, I practice French adultery, and I weigh as much as Vatican City.
We can get on the freeway here, Holmes.
Off our show. Mary, would you please stop eyeing the producer?
I already slept with him.
So,
What's the plan?
I'm gonna pull alongside, and you gonna hop aboard.
Oh, shit, you didn't mention that on the phone.
It'll be a walk in the park.
Tell Kendall I love her.
The 90s are proving to be a real drag. The music is terrible.
There's a rig up ahead.
Recreational drug use, and the president is doing my head in.
the 80s were really a materialistic time.
I know, I'm a shallow person. Drown me.
Closer, DJ, closer.
You guys liars. They do it professionally.
Well, so do all politicians. Next call.
Yeah, I want to have my people in station.
Yes, that is a shame what they're doing to the thick, beautiful redwoods north of San Diego.
I was talking about women. But you're right, San Fierro is half the problem. It ain't natural and it's un-American.
Now when you see me on the set, you know I may unleash ya. Lyric like a mad dog.
Okay, CJ, let's get this rig back to the garage.
The rap's worn out, burnt out, fucked up. You lucked up, or maybe you lucked out. Cause at the battle last time, you snuck out. But now I'm rolling over you full of blast. I'm here to let you know, no longer will the bull last. Them she's telling lies and popping all those myths. Keep making moves and I'm a.
To all y'all fakes out there, I don't sweat them. I'm going to my media assassin. Watch out. You're in my scope,
man.
all y'all. And I got my invisibility cloak on. Forthright MC here, showing you what hip-hop is all really about. On Playback FM.
When I was 5 years old, I realized
Look where you
was
going.
alone. At the end, I would wear lots of pots of gold. Never took a break, never made a mistake. Took time to create, cause there's money to make. To be a millionaire, it's hard work for years. Some nights I shed a tears while I set a prayers. Been through hard times, even work.
find another.
Here, now. Don't screw around.
What an asshole.
Roger that, big monkey. I got a 13-6 fat vulture. Need to acquire a drowning baby. Over. What? In 15 by the fat moon. Breaks your heart. Over and out. Carl, I need you to do me a favor.
Yeah, I'll do you a proper injury, man. What you knowing about my brother?
Relax. He's in prison upstate. D-Wing, cell 13. To the left, I got a child killer who wants to rip his throat out. To the right of him, I got a white supremacist who wants to eat his heart, to be precise. Now, don't worry. Tenpenny and Pulaski are really relatively benign, unless, of course, you're a family member of Officer Pendlebury, whom they shot when he threatened to expose them. But you do know all about that, right?
Damn. Hey, man, how you know all this stuff, man? And won't you stop it?
You just don't understand, do you, kid? Look, it's all white knights and heroes. We have to make decisions, kid. You know, I try to set bad people on other bad people, and sometimes I let good guys die. He's your brother, but to me, he's just collateral. It's a very delicate decision. Look, over here, you got all the scumbags inside the country. And over here, you got all the scumbags outside the country. And me and my colleagues, we're the fucking pivot. Keep the government in work. Which reminds me, come here, okay? I need you to head over here in the buggy outside, okay? Okay, let off a flare. We got some precious cargo needs collecting.
Hey, hold up. What about my brother and all that shit you was talking about?
Hey, don't worry. Sweet's just fine. He gets touched. A prison guard goes home and finds that his wife and kid have been murdered. Everything's under control. We'll talk later. Now, come on, get out of here.
WCTR News. Stay alert. They're after us.
This is well-known philanthropist Big Smoke, and you're listening to WCTR. Make a difference to your community. Keep our cities drug-free. Look, I'm doing my bit. How are you helping?
Talk is cheap, especially on this station. Featuring more rich, angry people complaining. WCTR.
Sometimes the law is not enough.
Did you file the subpoena in the McPherson case?
No, it wasn't urgent. I filed an AO440.
AO440?
I know. So I went shopping for these loafers.
Anyone got a stapler? Got a lot of forms. There's a slight reason here.
Law, because paperwork is dramatic. Catch it Thursdays on Weasel before it catches you.
Lonely? It's about to get much worse. Lonely Hearts is next.
I'm Christy McIntyre, and this is The Lonely Hearts. You know, when we get dumped or mom dies, it's really a good thing, because, really, I want you to listen to me. Pull over. I said pull over! Life is not a game. Life is love. First caller.
Janice, remember me?
I told you, leave me alone!
Sometimes the heart is confusing, lady. So is the brain. You talk too much. If you look out the window, you will notice your car is on fire.
Oh my God!
Jesus, what took you?
Torino, where you at?
Miles away. No time for niceties, kid. Choose a vehicle, grab the equipment I've provided, get to that drop zone, and wait for that package.
Why do you have so many shirts? Are you a man with a fire in his lungs and a hole in his tummy?
Well, I can't really talk about that. I'm passing on a tradition.
brazen little soldiers. Diplo.
You sound like you enjoy the fetal position and sucking your thumb.
Wow! How'd you know?
I always know. It's fine. Fernando loves to suck his thumb too. It's so hot and sexy, baby. Love yourself first, and then focus on others. You're number one. Your spouse is number two. And in the ultimate scenario, they're number three. And number two comes from Las Venturas phone book after you see Fernando's ad in the classified. Maybe we leave that for now, amigos.
That's our cargo, arriving now.
Jesus! Will you stop doing that?
Hold up! Shit, pilot says he's got trouble. 2 agency choppers coming in on an intercept. Can you see them?
Yeah.
Shoot them down! Protect the cargo at all costs.
Entertaining America with Laszlo. Peace and chicken grease.
So that's how you're going to be entertained. If you're into exploring exotic places and forbidden fruit, stay tuned. It's The Wild Traveler. Next.
Hello, I'm James Batista, World Traveler, and this is The Wild Traveler. From Peru to San Andreas in 8 days by the moon, often while lounging around garden parties, we forget the brave workers worldwide who toil day and night for the products we consume. Some are even so dedicated to our happiness they carry products in balloons shoved inside themselves to be a balloon. We go to the phones. Yes, we do.
I can't believe you actually recommended we go to Barbados on our honeymoon. It was revolting. You were poor people. I live in Vinewood to be away from poor people.
Barbados is lovely.
Look, I want to be very clear. I'm not racist. Just careful. I like all-inclusive resorts. So you can drink as much as you want, be around other people from San Andreas, and the only interaction you have with the locals is if you need a cocktail or some spice in the bedroom with your husband.
Well, that sounds lovely. With people like you, it's no wonder we don't bother curing cancer. Next caller, you're on The Wild Traveler.
Yeah, it's funny. You go on and on about other countries, but you live here. America rules, you commie. Eat.
Okay, get the package back to Las Brujas.
Where are you? You giving me the heebie-jeebies, man.
Carl, I will always be watching, or listening, or both.
Europe, they got thousands of years of history. Well, I saw a movie about Europe once, and I was disgusted. And people still defecate in their living rooms and cover it up with dirt like a cat. You can't find a decent toilet anywhere, or a good chicken wing. And the strippers? Overcharged.
Good Lord, you Philistine.
You should stay out of this.
Ow!
It's like you. Do you want culture? Do you want safety? It's your choice. Personally, I want irrigation. Colonic variety. That's a whole different story. Let's go to the phones. Who's on the phones? One. Come on. Call up. Anyone? It wouldn't be like this in Peru, I can tell you. There I once made a phone call with 30 boys sitting on my lap. Not because I paid them. They wanted to be there. Or in Mali, where nobody knows what a phone is, and a lot of people have never even heard of plastic surgery, or the Glory Hole theme park. There, the Glory Holes aren't theme parks, I can tell you. It's violent and bloody and authentic.
And steals your horse.
I'm Mary Beth on.
It's amazing.
What's up now, Torino?
This history, it's all lies. It says Hitler killed himself, and that we nuked Japan. And people believe this shit. Jesus. Well, if it makes them sleep better at night, I guess.
Hey, man, what did you want? Is you gonna free my brother?
No, not now. And here's a little news flash. I said that to get you to do something for me.
Man, you real fucked up.
But the shocker is, we are gonna look after him. Because I need him alive as much as you do.
Oh, thanks.
You know, after what you've done for me, it's like you're a pro now. I got double agents in Panama. I want to put a price on your head. A Russian spy, little fat Boris-looking guy. He's asking for clearance to interrogate you. Russian style. Calipers on the genitals. Feels good. You'd like it.
That ain't nothing cool, man. Just leave me alone. You bad news.
Don't worry about it. The Russians got bigger things to worry about than your genitals, believe me. The whole country went to shit. You know, we tried hard to put a lid on it, but that idiot Gorbachev with his little strawberry in his forehead, he gave away the crown jewels. Still, they got their boy in the White House. That was nice.
So? What you want me to do?
Now listen, I need you to buy me some property, okay? Shouldn't cost that much. You offer them $1. If they give you a hard time, kill them. I'm gonna need you to start doing some real wet work here for me soon, okay? Enough of this little girl bullshit. Now get out of here. Come on, beat it.
You hit me. What's your point? Grand or Gene? Appreciate that. Thanks.
Hey, they made lips in my shoes. Oh, wait. Hey, baby, we gonna be the same size when we lay down.
You want grand or something?
Now, you kids have had your fun, but it's time for Daddy to play you some real music, man.
Real music.
Stop.
You must be one of the DJ chat for. And then, can you see your body ride on?
Well, Carl, so what do you think of our new base of operations?
It's missing something. Maybe a tennis court and a pool would help motivate me better.
Very nice, Carl, very cute. So listen, now, you're gonna have to learn how to fly.
No, I ain't.
Yes, actually you are. I set out a series of tests for you. You can access them on that TV. You're gonna have to prove to me that you can fly if you're gonna continue working towards your brother's freedom.
Shit. Whatever, man.
Very nice.
Habits fun.
You know, my parents go on and on about health insurance and benefits and disease prevention. I work in radio. Who cares about saving for the future? Here's a track for the guy that I did behind the Clucking Bell last night. It's Radio X.
Hello?
Carl, it's Woozy.
Hey, Woozy, man. What you been up to?
Come along and see for yourself. I got a little business proposition for you. Come over and see the setup, my friend.
Okay, for sure. I like that.
Like it? You're gonna love it. It's the Four Dragons Casino in Las Venturas. I'll see you soon, yeah?
Yeah, okay.
Got you again, Carl. You're half asleep. I could have killed you in 9 different ways. Wake up and smell the coffee.
You need to lay off the coffee.
We got a problem. I got some guys out in the field need some equipment. If they don't get it, they'll be dead by nightfall.
Then take it to them.
Me take it to them?
Yeah, why not?
I got 5 guys watching me all the time. I got 2 in that hill, 1 over there, and 2 by satellite. If I go, my guys and I will be dead. I don't have a death wish. I'm a man of peace, son.
Yeah, clearly.
Take the plane. Now, you're not ready yet, so stay low under the radar. Questions?
Yeah, just one thing.
Get to it.
Wait, hey, listen. Listen to me for once. Why won't these guys come after me?
Oh, they can't, because they're all posted on me. 1 DEA, 1 FBI, a Russian, a Cuban double agent, and my paymasters, checks and balances. Nobody is watching anybody, watching nobody. Know what I mean? Go.
Whatever, man.
Hey, Carl, you gotta stay nice and low on your approach or you'll pop up on the radar. Here's the canyon, it's covered.
You sure this thing is safe? I can see daylight through the floor.
Man, that thing looks like an enthusiast. The U.S. Air Force is less likely to shoot you down.
Cool. What's the problem then?
I said less likely. If you did as many amphetamines as these guys did, you'd be lucky not to shoot anything that moves.
Oh, shit.
Hey, just stay low and you'll be fine.
shit, a mile a minute. Too bad it ain't TV, or you would see me. Re-rockin' of a rock star, y'all. The Funktopus on Bounce FM. Bounce your ass over here and get some of this.
What's Torino up to now? I'm feeling a little exposed here.
What's your take on this?
Damn! I thought them was your people.
Listen, Carl, we've got a problem. Some traitors from another department think they can help the overseas situation by financing militaristic dictators in exchange for arms contracts.
Hey, ain't that exactly what you do?
Well, kind of, but we get to pick our dictators. Degenerates that we can control. We try to stay the hell away from these guys with principles, because that just muddies the waters.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, so, of course, these idiots have stolen a consignment of landmines, and they plan to offload them in the Middle East and cause a little ruckus, and everybody goes crazy and have a lot of problems. I mean, Carl, do you like maiming people? Just curious.
Maiming? Some people, shit.
Anyway, the point is, you and me, Carl, hey, we're the same. Now, yeah, it's a dirty job, but somebody's got to do it. But if you screw this up, it causes a tinderbox situation all over Latin America and the Middle East. Now, look, I spoke to the big man. You got clearance to eliminate these fuckers. How's that? Huh?
Man, kill government agents?
Kill Schmill. Come on, don't look at it that way, will you? Think of it as pest control. It works for me. All right, come on. I can't stay here now. I'm too hip. I gotta go. Okay? I'm out of here.
What's Torino up to now? I'm feeling a little exposed here. Whoa, look here, gun. Come on in, but don't get fresh. Carbon-based buffoon. Sorry, my fault. Oh, you with the... Pardon. Sorry. Idiotic mammal. Ow!
Hail, fellow. Well met. Namaste. Peace. Carl, my brother.
Hey, Truth, where you at?
Just checking that you were no longer on government business. Where is he?
How the fuck would I know, man? He like the devil. Hey, man, you okay?
Everything is transient. Whoa, man. I'm passing through life same as every man.
Okay.
Do you have any idea what you're doing for Torino?
Nah, I seem to be on the need-to-know basis.
Oh, no, man. Two lies don't cancel each other out. You know that. We pay them to lie to us. Is that what our founding fathers wanted? No more, friend. No more. We're not alone.
Get off me, man. What's going on?
Everything is going on. Don't you get it? There's a place, not even on the map. A train is about to leave. It can explain better than I ever can. Boy, this is going to blow your fucking mind. We got work to do. You better drive. I'll explain. Elegance does not even touch it.
Hey, Truth, do we have a plan here?
Go, go, go!
Hey, hold up, dude!
Reset searchlights to tracking mode. This is a code red. All personnel adopt intruder protocols. All towers are cleared to use lethal force. Repeat, lethal force. Lockdown protocols initiated. Blast doors and security tower isolated.
What was that noise?
Personnel, please be aware we are at condition red. This is not a drill. This facility has been breached. All security personnel head to the research labs now.
Personnel reminded that the downloading of pornography is strictly prohibited. The Composite Lab would like to remind diagnostics that their fridge is off limits to diagnostic staff. Could whoever stole the Composite Lab mugs please return them? All personnel wishing to go to Shazam tonight, please inform reception at your earliest convenience. Could the owner of the alien culture in the diagnostic lab fridge kindly remove it?
I need some R&R.
The Globular Deli have arrived in the canteen. Tonight's menu is posted in the canteen. Boss bags can be ordered from Human Resources. Personnel found stealing alien technology will not be invited on the next staff night out. Could all personnel remember that the quarantine breach alarm test has now been moved to Monday mornings? Can personnel please make sure that they shut all the windows before they leave tonight?
Man, I'm getting the heebie-jeebies.
Does anybody see my screwdriver? I think I left it in the counterfeits lab. Personnel are reminded that running in corridors whilst holding scissors is not permitted. The sprunk machine has now been refilled.
I heard that!
Thought I heard something.
Please, no more violence. Take my pass card and go.
Code Red. Code Red. Intruder has penetrated the project. All military personnel to the launch bay immediately. General Mills on the line.
Carl, dude, man.
Hey, here you go. You better stash it somewhere fast.
Far out. Have a nice trip, dude.
Hey, wait. Was it too much to ask to get a lift into town?